Hello there everybody, this is Amorgin and you're very welcome to this first impressions of Rise of Kingdoms, a mobile game, guys, that it's out a little over a year and it seems to be doing pretty well, so I thought I'd try my hand at it and download it and see how it's going on. As always, I like to jump straight into a game, guys, suss it out for myself and then check out what's being said about it on the forums afterwards, especially for these kind of games that are less well known. They're not necessarily the most popular mobile games on the market, so I like to get a feel for them before I get, I suppose, my opinion contaminated by all of the opinions that's out there already. So I jumped in and the very first impression was, I thought to myself, is this a little bit like Clash of Clans? Is there a wee bit of a village here, can we attack? And then I quickly realised it wasn't. What it actually reminded me of an awful lot, guys, is a mobile game called Mobile Royale. Very similar in terms of its user interface. I'll note that as we move through it here in a moment. A lot of videos done on this already, guys. A lot of content creators out there showing tips and tricks and different things on it, so I suggest you go out and you check that out. This stuff here very similar to Mobile Royale, and that as well. Now, I've chosen a Japanese faction. One element that I do like is you can be the Romans, you can be the Germans, you can be Britannia, you can be all of these different factions in it at the start with all of their different styles of heroes and things like that there. So a lot of variety and a lot of options, which is always good. I've gone with the Japanese theme for now. Some of the comments that I did eventually come across when I did join the forums, I'm on the Discord and I'm on the Reddit, guys. So check for Amorgin or Amorgin Gaming if you want to leave your comments or interact with me more directly on this game. I don't know if I will come back to it. I'm already playing Mobile Royale, and I suppose that's ticking that box for me. But I'll give it a wee bit of a try, and we'll see. Immediately, it just seemed like a reskin of a similar game, and I kind of was a little bit disappointed that there wasn't that kind of more Clash of Clans element. I got turned down by the first alliance I tried to join to suss out what way the game's going and what is there any specific features in this game that is different to the Mobile Royale experience. And there's not really, guys. Nice to look at. The ambience isn't all that great in it. The music is okay, but it doesn't stand out. But the one very big positive that's there is that the community seems to be very active. Tens of thousands of people on their forums interacting. The same complaints that you'll get about microtransactions, prices on things and all of that. There are certainly microtransactions in this game, guys, so if you're not into that whole kind of loot boxes and microtransactions, mobile games and all that there, then you'll want to give this a miss. But if you are into it and you're some of the people that have followed some of my other videos like the Mobile Royale ones or whatever, this might be worth a bit of a try in terms of a change of pace. Some differences to it that are nice to look at. A bit of a tactical element in it, but similar enough to other games of its style. I do like the fact that there's a fog of war in it now. That's one of the little things that I am enjoying toying around with, is there's a fog of war on the world map, and it's a case of sending out your scouts to discover these areas and go and engaging in battle. Your targets move, they're not in the one location all the time. So I was enjoying these little nuanced changes and differences to the typical game of its style. It remains to be seen how useful that'll be come down the line. You get a little bit stronger. But certainly I got into an alliance, and people are very active. One of the main things I noticed for a game that's a little over a year old, I'm joining in on this server here in this kingdom, and a lot of notifications coming up that people are forming alliances. I think in the space of maybe a half an hour to an hour of messing around with this game, I think I've seen something like a dozen, maybe more alliances getting formed just in that period of time. So very active, guys. A lot of kingdoms available in it seems. If you look through all of this, lots and lots of servers, it seems. So something there to look out for. It'll take a little while to navigate around it and get your head around it, as some of these games sometimes do, but initial impressions, guys, I'm probably inclined to give it a 6 out of 10, depending on how positive my experience is going forward with the community. Maybe a 7 out of 10. Like I say, I'm on the Discord, I'm in the Reddit. Come and join us, guys. Leave your comments below, especially if you've played this game before and you want to leave some sort of comments or some sort of advice or guides for other people. Certainly leave the comments below. Hit me up on Discord, and we'd certainly be able to point anybody that's asking questions about this game in the right direction, because it does seem like there's a very, very active community out there, and that's always a plus for trying to stay with these kind of games and learning what they're about in the early days. The little research tree on the heroes there remind me a little bit of Final Fantasy or something like that. But there it is, guys. That's my first impressions of this mobile game. Check it out if you fancy a little bit of a change of pace. Leave your comments, like and subscribe and all of that. And until the next time, look after yourselves, and I'll chat to you soon. Cheers.